just a little drunk. She sees her little boy, and as they smoked outside, she wondered how long she'd have to wait until it wouldn't be too soon to take him back to her place. 'Cause if you can't go home, if you can't go home with the one you love, you go home with someone. And it's never too soon, and it's never too late. 'Cause when you're royalty, babe, you never have to work. And he's the king of Echo Park. The king of Echo Park. And now he's walking home in the very same clothes as the night before, except you never know. And all the girls he's bagged, they just can't stay mad. They just wave their hands, no ordinary jerk. But who's afraid of a little cliche as he sipped iced tea in the palm tree shade? And as he looked around, everything was right. But as he closed his eyes, he dreamt he was in New York, the king of Echo Park. The king of Echo Park.
You are very young, you are clever, and you are very beautiful. Because of your youth, you should be exceptionally valuable to us.
And I was very lonely, so I thought tonight I will have an adventure. If I'm never to see you again, I can forget you in a minute. You'll see.
Just pretend. Just pretend. Just pretend.
You were wrong. I wasn't. I lied.
Just pretend. Just pretend. Just pretend.
You were wrong. I wasn't. I lied.
Well, this thing that we had known was playing in the trance. It was sharp and it was dry, like the hair on a shrunken head. And all the king's men spread the pieces on the floor. By the time they fit together, we had forgotten what they were for. Pretending like she's beautiful in the pictures I can see, but she only picks the good ones. That's more than I can say for me. Ooh, that's the way it always starts. You feel like Lily in a jack of hearts, always making out like bandits, till you get away and it falls apart. It falls apart. You're always dressed up like a priest. You're always drilling through the wall, cracking the safe and skipping town, while poor Rosemary takes the fall. You're always looking for the future and rinsing out the dye, looking for a moral to the story. Sounded good and happened to run. Rosemary on the gallows, dressed like nothing's wrong. No funeral, no flowers for an outlaw in his song. Ooh, that's the way it always starts.
Alright, yes. San Francisco International Airport.
Always making out like bandits, till you get away and it falls apart. It falls apart.
Just pretend. Just pretend. Just pretend.
You were wrong. I wasn't. such a foolish reason, I'm afraid. I just wanted to kiss you.
The faster he spit on his head. He's got that. Here we go. Here we
Whatever
go.
goes around eventually comes back to you. So you gotta be careful now and look both ways before you cross my mind.
Yes.
Did you ever wonder? Yeah, do you ever wonder what he might be going through on his own and the demons that he's facing alone? I hate that sometimes I can't go home and it just ain't the same on the phone, no. But everybody's gotta go on, don't they?
Yes, we do, baby.
So if you need a hero, just look in the mirror. No one's gonna save you now, so you better save yourself. And everybody's hurting, everybody's going through it, but you just can't give up now, 'cause you gotta save yourself.
Yeah, I gotta hang on, baby.
The sun will come out, nothing good ever comes easy. I know times are rough, but winners don't quit, so don't you give up. The sun will come out, but we've been struggling endlessly. Someday we'll find the love, 'cause after the storms, when the flowers bloom.
Khaled, what you mean? I take it offensive, 'cause I'm the hottest flower boy that popped up on the scene. Feeling better than ever, 'cause your umbrella. Sun is beaming on me like headlights beaming on Bambit. Now let's pretend the street is a room and you are a Camry, 'cause you drama candid, the Tito to my Randy. Now let's produce some thrillers, my chocolate with your vanilla,
The sun will come out, nothing good ever comes easy. I know times are rough, but winners don't quit, so don't you give up. The sun will come out, but we've been struggling endlessly. Someday we'll find the love, 'cause after the storm, I know it's hard, but did you even really try? Maybe
She said, how could you joke at a time like this? I know why, 'cause this is what you wanted all along now, isn't it? I think that all you ever really ever wanted was a reason to complain. That never stopped you before, don't let it get in your way. Those are her words, not mine. As far as I'm concerned, we could have had a good time. So if you walk out that door in disgust, I guess there's nothing more to discuss. Birds don't sing, they just fall from the sky. Girls don't call and they never tell you why. That's just how they say goodbye. Don't listen to my music, don't lie in my bed. Don't listen to the references to things you might have actually said. 'Cause those are my words, not yours. As far as I'm concerned, it could have been a lot worse. I wasn't trying to avoid the confrontation. She isn't crying, she's just making conversation. Birds don't sing, they just fall from the sky. Girls don't call and they never tell you why. That's just how they say goodbye. lot like Stephanie. She looks a lot like Jane, who looks a lot like Amy, who looks a lot like Emily. Melanie, I wonder what she's telling me now. How she's 20 grand in debt, or someone famous that she slept with, or how everybody loves her, or what drugs she doesn't take. But I don't really know why I talk to her, I guess cause she has big fat eyes, swallows awkward silences, so you don't even have to try. Besides, she never really talks to you, she's always looking across the room at someone who just came inside. Feel sorry for her unborn kids. Melanie, she looks so heavenly, she's nature's great creation. She better be. She has no female friends, she's not much for conversation. Melanie, are you really as mentally dead as you seem? I wanna rip you apart at the seams, just to know what's inside, but I'm afraid of what I'll see. I know she'll be in the front row at the show. She used to date someone in the band. She drinks until she can hardly stand. Some sucker holds her hand while she throws up in the van. Melanie, how the hell did she get to be the way that she is? How could anyone ever say they really loved her? I feel sorry for her unborn kids. Melanie looks a lot like Bethany. She looks a lot like Tiffany. She looks a lot like Natalie. They ought to put you away, 'cause you're too good looking. They ought to put you in chains before you get your hooks in. They ought to smack you around, they ought to cut off your tongue, they ought to shave off your eyebrows, send you to a nun. They ought to get you a job, 'cause you have too much fun. They ought to carve you in marble, sell you by the ton. Oh,
Why didn't you come home?
and
That's what I said. That's what I knew. I knew it.
Isn't fair when you pay the fare and he sends you back. You're left laying flat like a penny on the track. So hop the turnstile, baby, take the cue till you sit. Stand on the platform, see the light, feel the wind. 1 second you're moving along, the next you feel like shit. Never a free ride, never the end without the wind. Without a friend, without a hope, without a phone, all alone, so far away from home.
Well, I'm still hitting it, still shitting. Shorty wanna get fly, get by, double down. All the lyrical, physical, miracle, hysterical, clerical, secretary, numerical, never checking the number, three with the number, slur. I'm gonna stop on the next stop, 125th Street, off the next stop. I got robbed at McDonald's today.
Yes, sir.
I got robbed at McDonald's today.
Yes, sir.
3 minutes.
Oh,
Then he took my mint jacket,
oh,
told me to pack it. All he came to get absolutely nothing.
oh.
Not bluffing.
Keep going, keep going,
Keep going.
keep going.
You want me to keep going, don't want to pay. You want me to keep going, don't want to play. You want me to keep going, get it on back. Elbow down, baby. All on the track. All
Yes,
on the
sir.
track. ELBO, W double two. Yo, ELBO, W double two, W.
Oh,
I've been in love with you.
oh.
I am the flyest ever. My name is Fly, and I get clever.
Oh.
Hands dirty, I work hard. Bring mad